this is why I'm talking about anything. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. I mean, that's what else. As long as you pass the class, are not that important. But why you should at least, you know, do something on the SOL. So let me tell y'all. Let me tell you a little story time real quick. So this was algebra 3 or 2, and I had this teacher. Wasn't really a good teacher. Not even gonna lie to you. You know how people be like, "Oh, the teacher doesn't like me," and that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying she wasn't a good teacher. As in, this is how the class go, right? Oh, right? All right, now student, me, or anybody. I have a question. How did you get there to there? This is her response. I swear to God, this is her response. I don't know. As a student, and you're listening to a teacher teach you, and her answer is, I don't know. What are you saying to me right now? You know what I'm saying? So, and it wasn't just me. That's what I said, like, any student. And I know it's still true to this day because I know some children that still go to her class, and that's still her response. I don't know. How do you not know what you're teaching? What are you saying to me right now? This is how it goes. You ask for the bathroom. Can I go use the bathroom? I don't know. Like, yo, what is your what is your deal, lady? You know what I'm saying? But I said that to say, she's a bad teacher. Now, let me go into more depth, right? So, throughout the whole year, we're learning about shapes and math, right? Or actually, I take that back. We're learning about lines, linear, whatever. We're learning about lines, and then we learn about like multiplication or whatever. I kid you not. SOL, 9 days away, we start learning about shapes. Like, where these shapes come from? What the heck? You know what I'm saying? She says, now we're really about to learn algebra. Now we're really, what were we learning all year? What? Algebra 1? Geometry? Like calculus? Like what was you teaching us? What do you mean? So we only had 9 days, and she gave us a packet. And the packet said, how to do algebra. I'm like, bruh, ain't no way you wasn't teaching algebra this whole time. So I'm reading the packet, nothing we learned on there. I'm like, bro, you gotta be serious. The packet was a packet where it tells you how to do it, and it gives you some equations of what to do. So, pretty self-explanatory. You couldn't even ask the teacher for questions because you already know her answer. I don't know. So I was like, okay, whatever. But in my head, I forgot what grade I was in, but in my head I'm thinking, I'm gonna pass class, right? You know, forget the SOL. It's 9 days away. He just gave us a packet like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So here's the thing. I almost didn't pass that class. But the day the SOL came, I go take the SOL, and I was the first one done. And I'm not saying that like I was the smartest. I'm saying that because this is how it went. Question 1, A. Question 2, B. Question 3, C. Question D. Question 3, 4. Question 5, A. It went like that throughout the whole entire 75 to 80 questions. The whole entire way. I finished in 5 minutes. Went to lunch. Felt good too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I had no idea what they was asking me, but I finished. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I passed class, don't even matter. Now, if you do the SOL, you don't have to do the final exam. So, a couple days later, or a couple weeks later, get the scores back. I had like, I think it might have been like a 399 or a 299. I know I was like one question away from a dub. And I remember this because me and my friend, we were looking at our scores, and I was like, bro, I was one question away from passing. That's crazy. I didn't even know it was on that test. So I had to retake it. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was the fact that we had to take a final exam because I didn't pass the SOL. So I'm like, all right, now I got to take the final exam. Kid you not, everything we learned that year, not even on the final exam. I'm reading questions about what year did George Washington get elected for president. What class am I in? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you literally gotta be kidding me. And I don't even know, for real, if I passed that SO or final exam. But I do know I passed that class. Somehow, all year, wasn't passing. Or I think the first 2 semesters, I was passing. And at the end, I was not passing. And I know I didn't pass the SOL because I remember next year, first thing I got to that school, the next day they brought me in the library for SOL. Same SOL. This time I tried, I got a piece of paper, I started writing equations down, I tried to break it down the best way I could, for the math that I knew. Because we just had summer break, you know what I'm saying? What did you expect me to study over summer? I didn't even know this was happening. Y'all didn't give me a call, a warning call. Like, no one told me anything. So I tried my best, and I passed it. And then I remember that, and then I remember some kids telling me, or I'm saying kids because I'm out of high school now. So people was telling me if they're in her class that year, like the next year, I was out of her class, and then they was telling me they're in her class. I'm like, switch, switch. Telling you right now, switch. I'm not steering you in the wrong direction. If I haven't told you anything, this right here, if you haven't listened to anything I've ever said, this one right here, trust me, switch. They had to learn the hard way. Oh my God, she can't teach. I don't even know what to do. I told you in the beginning of the year, bruh. Switch. Now look at you, struggling. That's crazy. That's crazy. Some people don't heed your one, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they gotta learn for themselves. But the moral of the story was, if you're gonna go do something, do it 100%. I did it 2%, had to do it twice. That shows me right. Actually, I take that back. I didn't have to do it twice. I had to do it 3 times, for real. Because 1, SOL. 2, final exam. Then 3, the retake SOL. So if you ever do something, make sure you do it 100% your first time. You know what I'm saying?